Hi, hello, welcome back. This video is unscripted, just very unlike me, but I'm trying new things. What I wanted to talk to you about today is hair. I've had a few friends, and by that I mean lady friends. What the fuck? Anyway, I had a few. Oh, come on! It's Sunday. Alright, I'm just gonna hope for the best. Anyway, I had a few lady friends ask me in the past couple of months, or weeks even, I think, if they should shave their heads. Because, well, for whatever reason, but, you know, they're thinking of lockdown. And, you know, they're basically saying no one's gonna look at me for the foreseeable future, and I'm bored. That's kind of what it is. So it's a difficult question to answer for a different person. Obviously, it's very different for every human. But I decided to take a trip down memory lane with my own hair journey, and it's been some journey. Basically, I've had long hair for most of my adult life. When I was very small, I would say maybe 4-ish or 5, I asked to cut off all my hair, and then I had really short hair. Mostly because there was a singer that I really liked, an Israeli singer called Alona Daniel. And I just wanted to be her, I guess. I don't know, I was a wee baby. But yeah, so I had very short hair then, and then, I don't know, I guess people made fun of me or something, but I since then had long hair up until probably age of 28-ish. So like, after I moved to London, for sure. I moved to London when I was 27, and I still had, so like, I would say probably till here was kind of my average length of hair most of the time, for most of my life. And I never really know what to do with it, and it always felt like this weird mane on my head. I always felt really uncomfortable with it, unless I completely straightened it, which I didn't do by myself, but when I went to like a salon and they straightened it, that's when I kind of liked it. But yeah, I never really connected to it. It was just all blobby, and like this bit was straight and this bit was like curly. I just like it never, I don't know, I just never really liked it. But I was always so afraid of cutting it, because, you know, what if the shape of my head is stupid and my ears are kind of like flabby, and so I need like longer hair to hide my ears, and, you know, my face is not pretty enough to have like short hair. Just like the craziest shit. Yeah, but I wasn't skinny enough, you know, like my face wasn't skinny enough for short hair. So you can see where my headspace was, is all I'm gonna say about that. And so when I finally decided to cut it, obviously I didn't go from really long to full-on shaved head. I took it step by step. Which is kind of what I recommended to my friends to do, honestly. So the first thing I did was cut it like this, short, and that was dramatic for me. It was dramatic. And then hopefully you're seeing pictures right here. If I'm trying on a new editing software, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I just kind of went, you know, a bit shorter and a bit shorter every time. At some point I had like shaved like buzzed cut at the side, like a side buzz, whatever it's called. And it was so funny because like the hairdresser, she didn't even want to do it. She was like this older lady, and she was like going in with the clippers, and she was like, no, don't make me. She was like not into it at all, which was not very confidence inspiring, I would say. But you know, I did it. I think it was cool. So slowly but surely I got to quite short hair, and then it was kind of almost shaved head. So I had like, I don't know, I would say maybe like a centimeter probably, or like even shorter than that, like when people started calling me Sinead O'Connor, so you can kind of imagine the look of that. And then, yeah, it was an interesting process, you know, you don't really, I think like the big kind of shift was definitely from here to the kind of short, yeah, the picture, I'm gonna put the picture here. That was like a big difference for me, and I really liked it. And then when I went from that length to even shorter, that's when people started calling me sir every once in a while. Not all the time, not a lot. In London, definitely less, but in Israel, I don't know, people are not used to that, I guess. It was weird at first, and it's definitely something that I warned my friend about, you know, because yeah, it's just a funny feeling when people say, you know, I was with my mom in the supermarket and she was like, oh, is this your boy? And I was like, excuse me, I have boobs. I have boobs. They're not like the biggest, but they exist. They're like a C cup. They're there, miss. Yeah, open your eyes, god damn it. Yeah, so that's kind of was my reaction. Like for the first few times I was like, why do they think this of me? And then I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to start wearing makeup because people keep thinking I'm a dude. And then, you know, I got over it, and it like it doesn't really matter. That's kind of what I got to the point where I got to. So that was like the short, and then came the shaved head. So again, that's a thing that I kind of wanted to do a lot. Yeah, did I say, I don't, now I can't remember if I mentioned that I was, when I had the long hair, I did like those experiments of like trying to get your head, like your hair over your head and clip it and try to imagine how you would look with short hair, because I was so scared of cutting it. So with the shaved head, I kind of did the same thing. I was like, you know, just pulling on my hair and trying to like imagine what it's gonna look like. Which, you know, yeah, like go for it, experiment, why not? Yeah, oh, I messed it up. Yeah, see, it's kind of growing now. I think I'm gonna grow it out. That's where I am with my hair journey. My God. So I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Let's see what happens. And then I shaved it, and it was interesting. It took me a while to get used to it. I think, you know, I got a lot of compliments on the shape of my head, which was, thank you. But there was definitely like some things that I didn't like my hairline. That is not, I mean, obviously it's not a thing that you think about when your hair is like this, but when you strip it back and you suddenly realize that you have like the hairline of like an old man, you know, it kind of goes like this, and then it has like these, we call them bays in Hebrew, I don't know what it's called, like just these two, like, yeah, it kind of made me like self-conscious, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's a thing that I got over, but it was definitely, I didn't love that bit. But I was proud of myself though. I think, yeah, I think a thing that people talk about when shaving their heads is that, you know, you kind of disconnect, because as women we have such an attachment to every single part of our body and our hair especially. It's like, you know, it's this thing, it's us, right? And for sure for me it was detaching the, you know, this attachment to the hair. And the more I cut off, the more I was like, ooh, okay, this is nice. Like, it doesn't matter because I'm still me. So I will also show a picture of me on a movie set. I was an extra on a movie, a feature film that just came out, and they shaved our heads every day. But not only did they shave our heads, you know, completely like razor shave, they also put makeup on it to make so you can't see all of the roots. So the hair is completely gone essentially, and I have to say I like that look. I thought I pulled it off really well. I thought I looked really cute, I'm not gonna lie. So advantages of having a shaved head or short hair is shower time, for sure. Cuts significantly and it feels really nice. I like that you wake up and you have nothing like to rearrange, you know, you wake up and that's it, you're sorted. I would say with this length of hair, even though it's, you know, very short for most people, you still have to, like, you know, really day dependent, and it depends on how it dried after you washed it. So like sometimes it literally just stands on its own. And I have to, I don't know, I have to like find something to do with it and fiddle around with it. But when it's shaved, it's just so easy. Oh my god. You wake up and you're golden. Fucking love it. But do I miss my long hair? A little bit sometimes. I still feel like I won't really know what to do with it, but it's fun to have hair. You know, it is fun. And oh, colors. I completely forgot about all the colors. So another thing that I did, because my hair was so short and I was like, okay, if I don't like it, I'll just shave it off, is to have, you know, funky colors. So I had pink and I had silver and I loved it. It was just so much fun. I was like a blonde for a little bit after the silver came off. Yeah, it was just funky looking and fun. And it's like, I think it's definitely easier when you have short hair that you don't have to worry about colors as much, because obviously if you have long hair, you'll take, unless you dye it back, it'll take a long time to grow out. But for me, you know, I just waited a little bit, waited for it to grow, and that's it. I shaved it off and onward to the next color. It was really nice. So, what is my answer? Should you shave your head in lockdown? Probably not, unless you thought about it before. If it was something that you always kind of imagined and thought about how it's gonna be and, you know, wanted to play around with, and, you know, you found yourself taking selfies with like your hair pulled back and stuff like that, then yeah, for sure do it, for sure. But if you're just bored, I don't know, because it takes, you know, it's a commitment. It's gonna take a long time to grow back, especially if you have long hair, like proper long. Yeah, I would say start with, you know, I would say go in increments like I did. I'm very happy at how I did it. I feel like if I'd have gone from long to completely buzzed, I don't know if I would leave the house. I don't know if I would have left the house. I think I needed that slow process. Obviously, you know, some people, they love the dramatic. And if you're that kind of person, by all means, go for it. Have fun with it. But if you're a bit more cautious, if you're not really sure that you want to or not, take it slowly, do it incrementally. Maybe do a side shave if you can. Yeah, that's my answer. This is my hair journey. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited. I'm happy about my hair now. You know, it was a process, definitely. It took me a while to get to the point where I'm like, yeah, hair is fun. Hair is fun, and hair is not me. So if something happens and I lose my hair, you know, God forbid, of course, but things happen, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. It's just hair, and I did not have an end to that sentence. You know, it's hair. It grows. It leaves you. Oh, and another thing, if we're talking about the benefits of having a shaved head, is, you know, you're not clogging your sink, if you know what I mean. If you're a woman, you know what I mean. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Mwah.